It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and a couple.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. Ball again on 2nd down.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Just a gain of a couple there.
And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 9 here. Here's Herbert. And they work this out past the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now it's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Here's 3rd and a few inches. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to have the Jets first down. And he'll have it back 20 as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Rodgers now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Herbert going to change the play here. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Mims in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
throwing again. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. Cook able to escape. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Now Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, 44 yards.
And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Herbert changing things up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's caught.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A game of 17 yards. First down, Chargers.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Herbert. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert once more. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. He finds his target, Allen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Rodgers. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. In motion left is Davis. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that result. Lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they got a chance here to open up this lead.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that play's any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Wilson, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run with Hall, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Corey Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And quickly they get to the line.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
Herbert.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 38 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That would work pretty well there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one caught by Davis. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Second down and 4. Rodgers again now. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that stretches this lead to 20-8. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He gets it to Johnston. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll audible to something else. Herbert is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. He'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he's stopped at the 1-yard line. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to work. There he goes up the right sideline. Dalvin Cook. Cook able to escape. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, an even 90 yards. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. The Zerline now for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number It's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. Kincaid with it. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, Kaplan. Hold me trips right. Hey, Ray. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Herbert back to the air. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, baby. Leave it all on the table, fellas.
They need 12 here. It's third down. On third down, here's Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody.
Shut him down, fellas. You're never going to score. Knock it loose. Shut him down, fellas. Hold your ground here, fellas.